We continue the Abdullah Yusuf Ali translation of the Quran with Suwrah Furqaan, the Criterion. It's also known as Tabarakalladhi, just like Surah 67 is, because of its opening words. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, blessed is he who sent down the Criterion to his servant, that it may be an admonition to all creatures. He to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. No son has he begotten, nor has he a partner in his dominion. It is he who created all things and ordered them in due proportions. Yet have they taken besides him as if they were gods that can create nothing but are themselves created, that have no control of hurt or good to themselves, nor can they control death, nor life, nor resurrection. But the misbelievers say, not is this but a lie, which he has forged, and others have helped him. At it, in truth it is they who have put forward an iniquity and the falsehood, and they say tales of the ancients, which he has caused to be written, and they are dictated before him morning and evening. Say, the was sent down by him who knows the mystery, that is, in the heavens and the earth. Verily he is oft forgiving, most merciful. And they say, what sort of a messenger is this, who eats food and walks through the streets? Why has not an angel been sent down to him to give admonition with him? Or why has not a treasure been bestowed on him? Or why has he not a garden for enjoyment? The wicked say, ye follow none other than a man bewitched. See what kinds of companions they make for thee, but they have gone astray, and never a way will they be able to find. Blessed is he who, if that were his will, could give thee better things than those gardens beneath which rivers flow, and he could give thee palaces secure to dwell in. Nay, they deny the hour of the judgment to come, but we have prepared a blazing fire for such as deny the hour. When it sees them from a place far off, they will hear its fury and its raging sigh, and when they are cast, bound together, into a constricted place, therein they will plead for destruction, there and then. In this day plead not for a single destruction, plead for a destruction oft repeated. Say, is that best, are the eternal garden promised to the righteous? For them that is reward as well as a goal or attainment. For them there will be therein all that they wish for. They will dwell there for a promise to be prayed for from thy Lord, the day he will gather them together as well as those whom they worship besides God. He will ask, was it ye who led these my servants astray, or did they stray from the path themselves? And they will say, glory to thee. Not meet was it for us that we should take for protectors others besides thee, but thou didst bestow on them and their fathers good things in life, until they forgot the message, for they were a people lost. God will say, now have they proved you liars in what ye say, so ye cannot avert your penalty, nor get help, and whoever among you does wrong, him shall we cause to taste of a grievous penalty. And the messengers whom we sent before thee were all humans who ate food and walked through the streets We have made some of you as a trial for others. Will ye have patience? For God is one who sees all things. Such as fear not the meeting with us for judgment. Say, why are not the angels sent down to us? Or why do we not see our Lord? Indeed, they have an arrogant conceit of themselves, and mighty is the insolence of their impiety. The day they see the angels, no joy will there be to the sinners that day. The unfallen angels will say, there is a barrier forbidden to you. Altogether, we shall turn to whatever deeds they did in this life, and we shall make such deeds as floating dust scattered abroad. The companions of the garden will be well in that day in their abode, and have the fairest of places for repose. The day the heaven shall be rent asunder with clouds, and angels shall be sent down, descending in ranks. That day the dominion, as of right and truth, shall be holy, for God most merciful. It will be a day of dire difficulty for the disbelievers, the day that the wrongdoer will bite at his hands. He will say, oh, that I had taken a straight path with the messenger. Ah, woe is me, would that I had never taken such a one for a friend. He did lead me astray from the message of God after it had come to me. Ah, the evil one is but a traitor to humanity. Then the messenger will say, oh, my Lord, truly my people took this, the recited, for just foolish nonsense. Thus have we made for every prophet an enemy among the sinners. But enough is thy Lord to guide and to help those who reject faith. Say, why is not the recited revealed him all at once? Thus it is revealed, that we may strengthen thy heart. Thereby we have rehearsed it to thee in slow, well-arranged stages, gradually, rather than just biggest to smallest or chronological history or something. And no question do they bring to thee, but we reveal to thee the truth and the best explanation thereof. Those who will be gathered to hell, prone on their faces, they will be in an evil plight. And as to path most astray, before this we sent Moses the book, and appointed his brother Aaron with him as minister, and we commanded, go ye both to the people who have rejected our signs, and those people we destroyed with utter destruction. And the people of Noah, when they rejected the messengers, we drowned them, and we made them as a sign for mankind, and we have prepared for all wrongdoers a grievous penalty, and also Ad and Thamud and the companions of the red Aras, and many a generation between them. To each one we set forth parables and examples, and each one we broke to utter annihilation for their sins. And the unbelievers must indeed have passed by the town on which was rained a shower of evil, of bad. Did they not then see it with their own eyes? But they fear not the resurrection. When they see there, they treat thee no otherwise than in mockery. Is this the one whom God has sent as a messenger? He indeed would well nigh have misled us from our gods, had it not been that we were constant to them. Soon they will know, when they see the penalty, who it is that is the most misled in path. Is what they just said true, or is it not? The quote. Seest thou such a one as taketh for his God his own passion or impulse? Couldst thou be a disposer of affairs for him? Or thinkest thou that most of them listen or understand? They are only like cattle, nay, they are worse in path. Hast thou not turned thy vision to thy Lord? How he doth prolong the shadow? If he willed, he could make it stationary. Then do we make the sun its guide. Then we draw it in towards ourselves, a contraction by easy stages. And he it is who makes the night as a robe for you, and the sleep as repose, and makes the day, as it were, a resurrection. And he it is who sends the winds as heralds of glad tidings going before his mercy, and we send down pure water from the sky, that with it we may give life to a dead land, and slake the thirst of things we have created, cattle and men in great numbers, and we have distributed the water amongst them in order that they may celebrate our praises, but most men are averse to aught but rank ingratitude. Had it been our will, we could have sent a warner to every center of population. Therefore, listen not to the unbelievers, but strive against them with the utmost strenuousness, with the Quran. It is he who has let free the two bodies of flowing water, one palatable and sweet, the other salt and bitter. Yet has he made a barrier between them, a partition that is forbidden to be passed. It is he who has created man from water, then has he established relationships of lineage and marriage, for thy Lord has power over all things. Yet do they worship besides God things that can neither profit them nor harm them, and the disbeliever is a helper of evil against his own Lord. But thee we only sent to give glad tidings and admonition. Say, no reward do I ask of you for it, but this, that each one who will may take a path to his Lord that is straight, and put thy trust in him who lives and dies not, and celebrate his praises. And enough is he to be acquainted with the faults of his servants, he who created the heavens and the earth, and all that is between in 6 time periods, and is firmly established on the throne of authority. God most gracious, actst thou then about him of any acquainted with such things? When it is said to them, adore ye God most gracious, and they say, what is God most gracious? Shall we adore that which thou commandest us? And it increases their flight from the truth. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ اسْجُدُوا لِلرَّحْمَنِ قَالُوا وَمَا الرَّحْمَنُ وَنَسْجُدُ لِمَا تَأْمُرُونَ وَزَادَهُمْ نُفُورًا. Prostrating, facing Mecca on the 7 points. Blessed is he who made constellations in the skies and placed therein a lamp and a moon for giving light. And it is he who made the night and the day to follow each other, for such as have the will to celebrate his praises are to show their gratitude, and the servants of God. Most gracious are those who walk on the earth in humility, and when the ignorant address them, they say, Peace. Those who spend the night in adoration of their Lord, prostrating and standing, those who say, Our Lord, avert us from the wrath of hell, for it is the wrath, for its wrath is indeed an affliction grievous. Evil indeed is it as an abode, and as a place to rest in. Those who, when they spend, are not extravagant and not miserly, but hold a just balance between those extremes. Those who invoke not with God any other God, nor slay such life as God has made sacred, except for just cause, nor commit fornication, and any that does this not only meets punishment, but the penalty on the day of judgment will be doubled to him, and he will dwell therein in ignominy. Unless he repents, believes, and works righteous deeds, for God will change the evil of such a person into good. And God is oft forgiving, most merciful, and whosoever repents and does good has truly turned to God with an acceptable conversion. Those witness no falsehood, and if they pass by futility, they pass by it with honorable avoidance. Those who, when they are admonished with the signs of their Lord, droop not down at them as if they were deaf or blind. And those who pray, Our Lord grant unto us wives and offspring, who will be the comfort of our eyes and give us the grace to lead the righteous. Those are the ones who will be rewarded with the highest place in heaven. Because of their patient constancy, therein shall they be met with salutations and peace. Dwelling therein, how beautiful an abode and place of rest, say the rejectors. My Lord is not uneasy because of you, if ye call not on him, but ye have indeed rejected him, and soon will come the inevitable punishment. And so, one of the clear things that we have in passages like that is, aside from the usual that Allah is the singular and definitive term for God, that there is more than just what we see in this translation to the meaning that we're having, that we have royal we's and gender-neutral masculine forms, so we're not just referring to men or males, or we're not calling God a male. We see this distinction between what people will claim of a path that you should not follow and that of a path that you should follow. And we, of course, see that the path goes beyond our mere impulses. It's not that our desires and our, let's call them feelings, feelings are among impulses, impulses are among feelings, right? Or that we enjoyed something or whatever if something happened. We're not criticized for that. We're not criticized for our emotions, but our beliefs. We will be in the right position as long as we have upheld, that we turn towards good and truth and away from evil and ignorance. And if we've made mistakes in the past, we can turn to such an extent that those will be effaced and we won't have to deal with eternal consequences for them.